Yo, 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 what is up, guys? Welcome over to the multiverse of Nerdmadness. No, Nerdmadness. That's better. Nerdmadness is better. All right, I'm calling it right now.
Yeah, because I mean, it's already mad.
Bro, nah, but it's the Nerdmadness because you got the madness of all the nerd shit that's
So
happening.
it's like saying madness.
This is the era of Nerdmadness. Come on, Nerdmadness. Dude, they weren't doing this. They were not doing this 50 years ago. They were barely even scratching the surface. Comics were just coming out.
Shit, I'm talking all this time. My mic goes off.
Really? Oh man,
But
shit.
Nerdness.
It's all good. They probably heard you still.
But anyway, shout out.
Very faint.
Yeah, it's a squad. Big up the firm.
Hey, you gotta
Check us
give me a
out.
little credit, man. I just came up with it on the fly too.
Yeah.
It was, of course, inspired by the Multiverse of Madness title, which is coming out for Doctor Strange 2. But anyways, we're not talking about that, even though that is going to involve that. Yeah, so what is up, guys? Welcome in.
Hey, did it even?
Everyone chat it up. Hit that like button. We're going to be talking about WandaVision today. We're going to be talking about episodes 6 and 7, reviewing that, going over that, that whole deal. I'm even going to eventually pull it up on screen here and kind of even going through some parts of it in the actual thing. Because here, I'll show you guys right now how I pull that up. Just go over here. There we go. Yeah, you see I got that. Yeah. And there we go. Boom.
I just want to say mask up, guys. COVID is real. Social distance. If, you're going out and stuff, you're not around someone who's in your circle and stuff, be careful. It's real.
Yeah, be safe, everybody, for sure. Definitely be careful. It is definitely a real thing.
Check your boys down at the brewery. Oh, sorry. Check the ladies and gentlemen at the bar.
Hell
sorry.
yeah, that's where I work, ladies and gentlemen. That place is amazing. Got amazing beer. Check them out, y'all. Up in
drink and mask up. If you don't want to
Spring
wear a
area,
mask, add
Old
your
Town
social
Spring.
distance. All right, just be safe.
Hell yeah, definitely be safe,
and
y'all.
Drink responsibly.
All right, yeah. So here we go. We got like this. Go on here. Mute it. So, of course, that's what I'm talking about. Pulling up stuff. So, obviously, what is your point? Like, what's your, I should say, opinion on that missing children? Do you think it has anything to do with this? Because maybe some parents are missing their kids or something?
Is that like what to go into? Well, that's last week's episode. I was going to go into episode 6 as well because we were.
Oh yeah, you're right about
week.
that. True. But I'm just so antsy on it, man.
Yeah, we want to touch 7.
We'll definitely touch 6 first. Totally forgot about that. Sorry, we just ended up rewatching that and they got me all. Okay, so of course the Halloween episode,
which took place the week before last. We do apologize that we didn't have a chance to bring it down with you guys. We hope everyone who was affected by the storm and storms around Houston and other places, other cities, other states, wherever it be, you guys are safe. And hope you guys stay warm. Be safe, okay?
Yeah, definitely, y'all. Also, just to add on that real quick, I hope everyone is being safe over in the Texas area from our last week. We had a bunch of harsh weather. A lot of people weren't used to it. I hope everyone's all right. Also, Excalibur is offering up clean RO drinking water if anyone does need that for free. That is a good tip. That's a good shout out to them too. They deserve that shout out. They didn't ever get it on the radio, and a lot of breweries are shouted out, and that made me mad. So, but also big shout out to those other breweries too. Good for them, man. I'm glad that they did that.
You have a pot, you have some jugs, whatever. Just bring them to lab. They'll fill them up for you guys. Hey, it's a distillery. These breweries, they're distilleries. They have boilers and stuff that could boil big batches of water and stuff. So, just check them out. Excalibur Brewery again, Old Town Spring.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Nice, yeah. So episode 6. So it's a Halloween episode. It really is showing a lot of that, like Uncle Pietro is like the cool uncle vibes, but also a lot of mysteriousness in that episode too. And Vision's kind of going and investigating things because he knows something's not right. So
It's not even that. The episode began with Vision and Wanda coming down the stairs in their classic outfits.
right,
Like,
no, that is
quality.
awesome. Yeah, shout out to the comics for that one, definitely. Same with Pietro too. Of course, you got the introduction, of course,
that
of
shit was just
him. Yeah,
shout out to the old school. I believe Foggy is like, besides
Evan
being homage to
Peterson,
the old school, trying to say, hey, I don't know if this was a shout out to like say the diehards, the like the super fans like us. Like we collect the items, the books. We've been reading this for like years. We in a sense we live this. I mean. May not be mutants, nonetheless, but at least dynamic lives. That's what we try to do. So yeah, we these super fans. It's like, okay, people. I think they're starting to get it. We've seen it like recently with the pushback.
Oh, dude,
the pushback
the
with
kid.
Star Wars.
I didn't even notice that the kid broke the fourth wall in that. Holy frick!
That's right. We'll get to that shortly.
Of course, it was Malcolm in the Middle too, inspired. I forgot about that, but. It just is. I love it. Deadpool vibes, man. Is what it always gives me, right? Deadpool vibes.
Yeah, I mean, but at the same time, like, what they're doing now, they're going back to like the original, like, say, vibe, and it sounds like Wanda Maximoff actually she's wearing her original outfit. Pietro, he's wearing his original outfit. Vision is like, damn, like it was just perfect, and then. Yes, the episode did progress. We did see Vision at the end end up outside the hex, but he could not live outside the hex. We're still trying to figure out like why he can't. That led into episode 7 as well when Darcy mentioned it a bit. She couldn't understand that as well. Even say for instance, like things change when they're coming out of the hex. It rewrites things. Yeah. How is it that certain things are able to go and come out? I mean, they say
that just proves to the point that the kids are gonna obviously come out. I mean, who knows what's gonna happen, but they're gonna come out. Like with what happened with Vision in this episode, you're gonna see that is a possibility. It's a possibility. And then that right there is cool too, how they bring that. That's another thing. The object getting brought in. Oh, hold on. Right there. And it has her power, like, still lingering on it. It's crazy, man. Like
chaos, and it's chaos. It's called the Chaos Energy. For
Yeah.
those who don't know, it's of the Infinity Stones, and that's one thing we wanted to mention. Just after watching this episode and episode 7,
right. Her powers resemble the Reality Stone.
the Reality Stones. Yeah,
I love it, dude. It's fucking amazing. But it's funny how her power came from the Mind Stone too. It's just cool how that works. Something to that, and I think that's why I said they're going into her backstory. The next episode, newest one. That's my theory. What I think they'll do, from what I saw from the previews and stuff. So yeah, we go into that. Hayward's being a dick. Kicks him off the
they
team.
could build on Wanda's story, but I mean, this being February, unbeknownst to most people, they like episode 7. They actually gave birth to the origin story of the MCU's first black superhero. No, Valkyrie is not a black superhero. She's an Asgardian. Okay, and Valkyrie in the comics, she's originally
right. She's a basically god.
Like, yeah. So it's like she's not like, yes, Thor's a hero, but he's a god. Like, no, yes, but no. Okay, but then again, Valkyrie in the comic books was not black. she was white. So she was not the original Valkyrie. No. Okoye, Shuri, they are supporting characters. Yes, Shuri's a genius. Okoye, excellent god, but not a hero. Yeah, they fought. Yes, they fought and decided T'Challa and the rest of Wakanda and the army. So what? You gonna say everybody who fought alongside them are heroes as well? No, no. You're not going to say every Wakandan army member is a hero. Yes, they are in a sense, yes, because they fought, but no, they're not. In that sense, that's why Okoye, Shuri, and even Valkyrie, even if you want to say this Valkyrie is, oh, yeah, she's a hero, she's not. She was a god for Odin.
Exactly. So, anyways, back to some of the WandaVision stuff I got pulled up here on screen, y'all. So we got, of course, the intense conversation between Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch, WandaVision, talking about the past and stuff, bringing that up, and then of course the introduction of Speed himself, using his powers, figuring that out, which is really awesome.
I think Scarlet Witch looks hot in her costume, the original costume. Just,
Yeah, definitely a big shout out to Feigs, man. Got more Vision investigating, figuring out that something's not right. He's
Monica
seeing all
Rambeau
the frozen people.
Thick.
Comes up to Agnes. Agnes is
Darcy, thick.
acting weird with him too.
Thick.
Something's up with her, of course.
She threw me off even from the beginning, man. You called it. She was. Well, we get to that episode 7. Yes, he will reveal it, guys.
Got the seeing her dead brother on Evan Peters, and then of course you got Vision walking up to the barrier, going through, visibly seeing the stone, dude, seeing it. They're seeing the stone. He's getting ripped apart, yes, and getting pulled back, but it's still they're able to see him. He's able to commune with them still and speak to them. He's just slowly getting ripped apart, going back into the force field and or dying. Sad to look at, sad to watch, but that ends up happening. And then we get, of course, the introduction to Wicked. Wait, did he end up? Oh, no. I think I drove past it. Hold on. Yeah, okay, here we go. Here's Vision on the ground. It's going to show it.
Imagine Pietro. This is what got me. Pietro.
Here we go. Here's the scene. Wicked. Boom! There's his powers. I love it, dude. She ends up not fucking around Wanda and ends up expanding that damn barrier. You got Monica running away, turning all the sword agents to clowns, and boom, that's the episode. I mean, that was a really good, honestly, just a really good episode. Like you said, the shout out of the comic book costumes. You got the introduction to the firstborn mutants with powers in the MCU right now, Wicked and Speed, which is freaking amazing, man. It was an amazing episode. It's definitely one of the best. What do you think?
It was decent. I mean, we skipped over a lot of stuff, but it was a decent episode.
Well, what did I skip over?
The fact that they were tracking Vision, they actually found a way to monitor the Hex. That was one.
Yeah, and then also Darcy saying her cells being rewritten. Yes.
I didn't miss that. That was your first mention of as I mentioned, we were mentioning earlier in one of the episodes. How is it that Monica Rambeau was able to enter the Hex to begin with compared to like the other folks? Because of that same thing is what we're suspecting, the cosmic radiation she's been exposed to. She may the same. Who knows? That probably. How do I say it? Killed her mother, but she entered the Hex. Probably had an adverse effect. Probably saved her from dying, and she who knows? She was probably dying before something, and this has probably saved her. He wrote her, saved her, and we'll get to episode 7 shortly. But they mentioned that. But one thing, episode 6 that I mean, just now when we saw the introduction to Wicked, just before that, there was a major like reveal, and it was Pietro or Quicksilver mentioning that, hey, your dead husband is gonna die again.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Something along that lines. I mean, it was funny, but I mean, it's like, how does he know about what happened? Like, I mean, we did see a little flashback even before that scene. This remember earlier in the episodes, few episodes back, she saw Vision, like dead Vision. She blinked and she saw the dead Vision, and she saw the dead Pietro with the bullet holes in him.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Cynthia. Yeah, it's right here. They're gonna show.
People, I mean,
Boom. There it is. Yeah.
it was just different. Like we saw it with Vision, and then seeing this is like, huh. It was just Well, I mean, the introduction of the twins, their powers. Wicked. It's Wicked and what's the other brother name again?
Speed.
Wicked and Speed. I'm not saying that Speed is not intelligent himself, but who's not to say Wicked? You're thinking that the Thrones will make it out of the hex on their own, and I won't put it past like Wicked putting like him and Speed in encasing him and Speed in like say a bubble or something like that to like to escape the hex and protect them, like, hey, get away from like Uncle Pietro or some shit like that. Hey, Speed, run! Uncle Pietro's trying to get us or something like. Oh, we get to that shortly. Fuck it, episode 7. Excuse my language. Episode 7.
All right, here we go. Let's do it. Put up display cat. Okay, here we go. But real quick, final reviews. I think I'm gonna rate. Actually, what's your rating? What do you give it?
Actually, show them what happened. Show them what happened after when she tried to bring Vision back. I mean, you said boom. Did he show them like Wanda expanded the hex?
Yeah.
All right, Wanda expanded the hex, man, and that. What was the radius before?
It was, just the town, but now it's like even bigger. It's the circus and all that. And
they mentioned, the name of the city is Westview. They mentioned it's a hex. I can't remember how big the city itself is or how big. I think they mentioned that as well in the episode when they were tracking Vision in the episode, and they found a way to like see into a. Think about it. They found a way to see into a different dimension, a different reality, to pinpoint Vision where he was, by like vibranium is decaying or whatnot.
Well, right, yeah, that's what they said. They said they were tracking his vibranium.
His decay.
Shit. Yeah.
The way
his suit.
Decay signature of vibranium. And I'm like, but still, you're looking into another dimension, and that's just a bit trippy. That's one thing. How did they find this technology? That's one thing. Sword needs to. I need to find out. Besides that, just the technology on the whole, like that, they were tracking people inside the hex. That radius, she moved that. I mean, it was what 5 miles or something like that, or more, something like 10 mile radius or something. Anyway, a city, a small city, big enough, or town, whatever. She encased that, and then she grew that. And what I'm wondering now is like, how big did that the hex grow, or if it's if it's even an hex still. That would be the question to ask. But we'll find out episode 7. Let's touch on some stuff.
All right. So what was your final rating for that episode for 6 out of 10?
The ending was.
What do you think?
The ending was great. A lot of homage.
Yeah, definitely a lot of. Man, it's so good. I love Evan Peters.
I give it a 9 because it could have been a bit longer.
I'm at a 9 out of 10, dude. Fuck yeah.
Could have been longer. I mean, just something. Give us a little. Yeah, we understand. It's a series, but just 5 minutes gonna hurt you, man.
Yeah.
You're paying a subscription.
All right, so now we move on to episode 7, y'all. So starts out with Wanda. With the kids actually on their games, or Wanda waking up, and then, yeah, here we go. Wanda waking up, kind of seeing the point of view of everyone getting mopped up in the hex a little bit. The kids are annoyed because their game keeps changing, which was kind of funny. That was kind of funny. You got the bottle with the missing child on it of the carton of milk right there.
Even before
right there.
Even before we go into that, go back to the opening of the series where they're just showing you Wanda, and then it's like just WandaVision. It's like,
oh, it hasn't done that yet. We're getting there.
Oh,
it gets we're almost there. So I'll keep playing. I'll continue. Yeah, I love it. Gets like the Office vibes. Yeah, see the milk changes back.
see, it's saying Wanda. I mean, yes, it gets the Office vibe, but at the same time, it's like, you realize it's not saying WandaVision. And at the beginning of the series, it's like Vision went, for lack of a better word, wandering off. Yes, I made it funny. Yes, he went wandering off, looking for truth, because that's what the stone. That's what the stone in his head. Basically, that's what it does. It looks for truth. It's like like purpose. But anyway, get inside my babble. Vision went missing. At the beginning of the episode, we just see Wanda alone. Oh, here we are. Vision wakes up. Party too hard. Wanda's gonna kill me. Who the fuck am I? Shit, that's the last time I fuck a goat. But anywho. You do realize Vision is no longer hiding his identity.
Mm-hmm.
Darcy is thick. Damn. Shit, she could tie me up, bruh. Anywho. That whole circus is an expansion of what just happened, and that area was just outside the hex. I'm wondering how far she expanded it.
So Wanda knowing that Agnes is just there and inviting her in is kind of funny, of course, and then she ends up taking the kids. Wanda's by herself, kind of just doing the breaking the fourth wall thing.
But before that, before we zip past that, there was a scene just now when she was talking to her sons, and Wicked, he was like, it's like noisy and stuff, like, he was mentioning like it's noisy and stuff like, at her house and stuff like that.
Right, and then he gets to hers, and and then he says it's quiet. Yeah, I get that kind of connection there, because there is a rumor that when we get to that place,
we'll get to that point shortly.
Is outside the hex.
We'll get we'll get to that point shortly later, but it's like Wicked, he's telepath, and he could hear voices and stuff like that, and he's around his mom, and he just mentioned earlier, like, it is a lot of noise. I look at it's like, and even in the earlier episodes, the people who are under mind control, even Darcy herself, when we're gonna see Vision shortly, release her from her spell, whatever. And even she mentioned that. Oh, it was just noise. Like she was in her head, and it was just people mentioned that it was just noise, and she was in my head. The Indian guy, a lot of people are like, oh, she's in my head. Get out of my head. It hurts. Like,
right.
Yeah.
So, we got to get to the aerospace engineer thing real quick, because this is what we're at right now. Monica and them are going to her little, truck thing that she needs. And then, do you think this is their space engineer, or do you think that's not it and it's someone else lurking in the background? Do you think
I think this is not a space engineer. She could have just been someone who's transporting the goods, who knows the specs for the shit that the space engineer built, but she's not a space engineer. No.
It has to be Reed Richards. I'm almost convinced, because they have to be tying in the Fantastic Four. They have to be.
They have to be tying. It would be wise for them to tie in the Fantastic Four.
Mm-hmm.
Reed Richards is an aeronautical engineer, so sorry.
No, you're good. I wanted you to take that take. That was perfect. And then we got bringing out the vehicle that she wants to enter into the hex with.
And I believe this vehicle that they're using, I mean, who knows? This is probably the precursor for what the Fantastic Four use when they're going into space.
And they get their powers. Yeah.
They use a device, they use something like this. Test it out. Okay, it doesn't work. Reed Richards brings it back. Like, okay, he realizes. Think about it. They actually showed in the episode before we saw the episode before. They brought the what was it? Drone. They brought back the drone and the and the chaos energy was still on the drone.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to see shortly what happens to this this machine, this device, whatever you want to call it.
You got a Vision and Darcy mission. Of course, he ends up breaking her out of her spell, and she ends up coming back to reality, basically. And then beats that dude to the ground. That was funny. This is all just comedic, and I love it. Paul Bettany, you're amazing.
It's
Wanda's powers are messing up, and that doesn't even look like her powers right there, which is funny. That is not glowing. That's glowing, and then that poof, that looks like it would be something like fucking Mephisto or something, dude.
I can't remember what I was gonna say. You lost me, and you just went off the
tangent. Bro, yeah. I'm not on a tangent. I'm literally on the episode. This is what is going on, and I literally, that's not all Wanda's powers. It can be, right? Some of it is, obviously, most of it, but like right there, boof.
I'll go back to just before this.
Maybe she did do that.
Just before this, let me see.
What do you mean? It's just the circus scene.
Oh yeah, it was comedic, but this is the start of Darcy breaking down like a lot of events.
Oh yeah.
That happened. That happened. Yep. In terms of
Vision.
In terms of Vision, yeah.
Kind of brings him back to show him his past a little bit in that. Yeah.
And even after that, they actually talked about This
is like the mental unstableness.
No, what's this? This is, we were mentioning in some one of our previous episodes. It's probably these conversations she's having, like there are a lot of informational episodes, information in these conversations, especially in this episode. But play. The fourth wall responded back to her.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And that is like, pause before we go continue with this ad. That is what threw me off. It's like Wanda, it's like, yes, we know she's not controlling her powers. We saw that earlier. And he's right. It just showed you like, okay, it does not look like Wanda's
her
powers.
Chaos energy.
It doesn't look like, yes, it doesn't look like a chaos energy. It looks like someone else's powers.
Mm-hmm.
And in that little scene there, it shows us something that,
I mean, could it be Mephisto, Nightmare,
powers, both? But boom, Wanda was like, "You're not supposed to talk,"
and
that is like, what?
What?
Like, she didn't do that. I mean, I do understand like things are odd, it's crazy, but then again, it's like, it's not to say like, you know, like the crane walking in and just changes to this or goes poof or whatever, or stairs changes or a chair changes. No, this is a voice actually responding to her.
Yeah, and then we got the commercial of the Nexus basically proclaiming that Wanda is like
under control.
And yeah, and she's like a nexus of like energy and oh my god, dude. Oh my gosh. I can't believe that Feige's doing
this. Yeah, she's saying that she has to accept her shit.
Mm-hmm.
In this little scene. I mean, it was funny. But it goes back to what we were saying in one of our previous episodes. Previous episodes that Wanda needs to actually. How do I put this? Not Wanda needs to actually do something. The ads. Pauses. The ads. We need to go back and watch like all the ads throughout the entire episodes to see like, you know, what they're talking about, like what does it lead to. And I think even as dumb as it may sound, like all of them probably have a sign, you know, like something something meaning to them. Like just watching that Nexus, it just gave away a whole lot. So it could be a MacGuffin or not, who knows. But
yeah, who knows. It definitely is interesting. Yeah, this right here.
That rabbit. Something about that rabbit is very. It's very off-putting.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's Wicked. Even Wicked here is a bit off-putting. The most because he says, "Hey, it's quiet."
Mm-hmm.
It's not that he mentions it's quiet. Just the continued.
Do you think our mom is okay?
How the conversation continued. Agnes, her face.
Oh, for sure.
She's. I mean, yes, she's.
Oh, you don't have to worry about your mom.
She's a neighbor or whatnot. It's like, okay, we saw the episode before Vision did what he did, and Even in the episode before, it's like
Ralph says
she seemed a bit too aware, even when she was in that.
Try telling a 10-year-old that his mother is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
But we'll get back to that shortly. At this point, we see Marvel. We're about to see the introduction of the first black female superhero properly. I mean, yes, we had Storm from the Fox movies, but that's not the MCU. Yes, Disney bought it, but she's not part of the original MCU.
We're all set, Captain.
Yeah, bro.
Thank you.
Darcy's not here to give her stamp of approval.
I know. She's in there. And I'm gonna go get her out. It's our last shot, Jimmy.
Yeah, right here we got Monica getting ready to go into the Hex.
Godspeed, Captain.
Capcom check. Contact in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm also wondering what are those 6
What happened to sailing right
Machine.
through?
The density is matching her.
Right.
I'm close! It's gonna
So
hit!
it starts to not give on her basically. Probably because it's an inanimate object mainly.
The structural integrity is failing. It's disintegrating.
No, it's being rewritten.
Nope. It's
Monica,
being-
get out of there!
Monica, you better plug out the Matrix. Plug out of the Matrix, Monica. Oh no.
No.
It destroyed my Cadillac. No.
She has to go in, and this is it.
Now, watch this scene. This got me. This here. It's something to do with this.
Just
It's like she's
so
going through.
such an amazing.
She's pushing through radiation, and it's like you're dishing her essence of speed glow. That.
And then she just freaking straight.
She's moving through time or whatever. Like I don't know. She's just moving through cosmic energy.
When they were handing out kids.
And to me, yes, something like this will get
Clap. Shit.
But at the same time. Okay, she just transformed, and we have both of the first black female superhero in the MCU. Again, no, Valkyrie is not, Okoye is not, Shuri is not. Okay, Monica
Nope,
Rambeau.
not yet. For maybe Shuri might have the chance to like get some more light, but isn't.
But put it this way, Monica Rambeau has now more screen time.
That spectrum.
More screen time than all of them. So
Amazing.
yeah. Well, as I was saying, yeah, Spectrum, Pulsar, who knows, Photon. Who knows? We're gonna see how the Fantastic Four were born soon. Seeing what cosmic energy does, but at the same time,
Vision's past.
the cosmic energy, there's a certain level of radiation, and there was something. Well, I'm going to touch in Avengers Endgame a bit. There's something mentioned about Bruce Banner. I think he spent 18 months in the Gamma Chamber to become Hulk, and people were wondering like, okay, how did he become like? Was able to mesh the Hulk and Bruce Banner as one, and who knows? This is probably how they sort of explained it, you know, or give it a visualization. And oh, here we see the showdown. Cat fight.
Yeah, so we do
Catty
have
fight.
the
Catty fight. Catty fight.
fight here between Wanda and Monica,
Wanda, how did you get
which
in
is
here?
pretty.
Listen to me. This whole thing is about Vision.
Shit, her superhero name should be the Thickness. The Thickness.
The missiles.
Yeah, I wish I had one of those powers too, man. Try to lift that thickness. Yeah. Damn. I'm not sexist. I'm just an admirer of the thickness.
Photon.
But yes,
Dude, she
Photon,
was
she did
awesome.
what?
The only lies
Got
I
down
told
on that
are the
shit.
ones you put in my
Bam.
mouth. Careful.
She went clappity clap.
Oh, but Wanda ain't playing no games, bro. I love it.
Man, I just like right now it's like we didn't see Wanda blast away, man. I was like, I wish she was like blast, and then like
me out.
Monica did something like, no, shit, like you know, they stab and stop that shit, and then boom. But who knows?
He's gonna
Who
burn
knows?
Westview
We could
to
probably
the
see
ground
something
just to get
better
what he
soon.
wants. Don't let him
Like,
make
you
the
know
villain.
what? She comes to realize her power in the next episode by fighting Wanda or not. She could probably fight someone else who we'll probably see, or someone else's.
I think she's gonna fight the.
She could fight someone else's, and when I say else's, it could be one person, two person, three persons, four or more. You know, who knows? You know, yeah.
I can't wait to see. She's like, I can't control his pain. I can't wait to see like what her powers just end up being, man. Like fully, like seeing them like in fleshing out and stuff more.
Young lady. I think you
We got
overstayed
the
your welcome.
interference of Agnes because we know
Poor Wanda's
something's
been
up
through enough.
with
This doesn't concern you,
her.
Wanda.
Run along, dear.
Wanda, you have to take it down. No.
No, no, no.
Let me hurt you.
I am now a Karen. No. I live in the suburbs. I am no longer Wanda. My name is Karen Maximoff. No.
Visions like I'm up out of here, and then
Hold up, pause.
this is the part right here.
Just go. We just had to say one more time before we finish the episode. Darcy is thick. Wanda is thick. Like, just this. You know what they should call it? Thick vision. Damn. Continue. Let's watch this episode ending because we need to like get the juice. Oh, you thought it was juicy? Thought it was juicy all just now? No. Hold on. Let's recap before we. Like,
So we got
I
the
told you,
bunny
this flopping rabbit. Something wrong.
or rabbit.
But we get to you guys will understand my. How do I put it? You guys will understand why I think this rabbit is evil. Soon, yes. Cute, cuddly bunny rabbit. No. But anyway, we get to that shortly.
And in
This-
the comic, she actually has a. Well, yeah, we're not gonna get there yet because we're who
Scooby Dooby Doo. But anyway,
going on, and then right over here, Wanda looks over to the left, sees the locust, guys. Mephisto, come on, our nightmare, or something. They are doing maybe both. I think they are doing something of that sort. They're hinting at him, and they're doing comic book shit. Feige, dude.
as I say, it's a homage to the previous one, and now they're gonna bring back like real shit. The entire episode as well, they literally explained like this WandaVision so far, like not just this. We've heard a lot of stuff what happened, say throughout the MCU during the blip. Like pause before we hit this last part. Let me just touch on like a major factor of everything. Yes, the first arc we know we were discussing it earlier before and even before this episode of Nerdness, Multiverse of Nerdness or
Multiverse
Nerdmadness.
of Nerdmadness, or whatever you want to call it.
Nerdness, yeah. Yeah, like the first arc itself, or like everything from say Iron Man 1 or Hulk 1, whichever you want to look at it, whichever one you want to look back, to say Endgame. Endgame wasn't just the end of like the Infinity War arc. No, it's the end of like the entire from back to Iron Man 1 of the universe as we know it. We thought it was just Earth 616. No, Come to find out it's all this shit. And then the Avengers fucked up all this shit. And then there's more shit to
And
come.
Deadpool fucked up. Come on, man. Deadpool fucked up.
It goes back and it's like, okay, cool. Think about it. It's like there's so much things to come in the MCU compared to like before. You know, they took their time and built it up. Now it's like boom, we've built it up and now we could drop everything because they have Disney Plus and they need to release content like a mother. So like look at it, like think about this WandaVision, like this first season, yes, it's building a storyline for things to cut, like for Wanda and things to come, but at the same time you look at it like the episodes, especially this episode has been letting folks know exactly, like last 2 episodes have been letting folks know exactly what happened within the last 5 years during the blip, even after the blip, like damn, like all that happened. I believe we may touch on something about Spider-Man becoming like, you know, public enemy number 1 or something like that. Who knows? There's so much things we will find. We hope we'll find out, but they have like, I'm kind of, they could be putting more stuff in, but hey, tease. And hey, next month, what? 3 weeks time we have Falcon and Winter Soldier.
In the Snyder Cut. Alright, so Wanda enters in here to the basement. Very, very deep basement. And we see some shit in here, y'all. First off, just the way it looks, I love the whole, like, if it's like a set, it looks amazing. It looks good. Really good. High budget, you could tell. And then you got this freaking book, dude. Is that the Darkhold? What are we looking at
The
here?
Darkhold.
Is it the Darkhold?
It has to be the Darkhold or one of the books from Commentage.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
I'll go back. The reason why I say, and I saw it earlier, like just like 10 seconds. Like you look at this, that. There's something up here, like this. I want to see what this is. It's like, and this too. Like, going back to like say Doctor Strange, like I keep showing like the sign on his glass and his glass in the background.
Kind of resembles something to that.
Like
bit.
this, like it slightly resembles something like that. But I mean, it's like it's not going to be like Doctor Strange's. But I think it's like I believe that sign is something.
Maybe the magic.
And not just
Some
magic,
shit
but
like
like
that?
something like magic
From
is
that
just magic. Like say, okay, yes, what Doctor Strange does. Think about him as, the same thing. Being able to wield cosmic energy, but in a different realm. That's what I think he's able to do as compared to like say Captain Marvel and people like that who wield certain energies. Yeah, they will probably wield the same energy, yes, but at the same time, the way I see Marvel setting it up is like, yeah, they probably wield the same energies, but over different realm or different like say like the stones. Yeah, different cosmic energies, different chaos energy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Heck yeah.
Doctor Strange, his whole order, the Ancient One, they probably have an order who, you know, the magical energies, that whole order, like they keep that realm in check and whatnot. Then you have like Captain Marvel and those kind of folks.
And then boom, right here, y'all. The big reveal. You saw it in the title. You already know. Agatha Harkness, boy. I called it, man. I called it. I knew it was coming. It was almost like a dead giveaway. Boom. She is officially manipulating shit in this. I still think there's something else at play here because in the comic she turns into more of an anti-hero, ends up mentoring Wanda. That's how she gets like the Scarlet Witch name. So it just, we'll see. We'll see. I'm very curious to see how they go about it. I think that's definitely how she'll get Scarlet Witch.
The rabbit in her hand. Reincarnation. People say when you die, you're reincarnated some way or the other. Rabbits are a. People say some people reincarnate to like rabbits and certain animals.
Right. Could be maybe Mephisto.
It could be Mephisto or someone who Mephisto answers to.
I think that Locust or something was a sign of Mephisto for sure.
Yes, Mephisto is at play now,
Or
but
Nightmare.
then again, I believe Mephisto is the one at play, but there's someone else, that rabbit.
Mute this part 'cause she's
Shaitan.
just going through her little theme song.
Shaitan,
He's a player. He's definitely a player. There are a lot of people who want, because I only said that because, like, you know, it is a rumor, but I don't know for sure. But it
it's
could
a
be.
rumor, but again, if
Could
it
be.
is like, it would be a nice lead and a nice tie-in because somewhat, he's just bad.
Yeah, she controlled Pietro, y'all. I still believe he's from the X-Men universe, y'all. There are rumors of
See,
Magneto
that's what I
coming
said.
in.
That's what I said. Like, she was too, compared to like so much folks who were just coming out of like, say, the mind control and stuff. They were like, stop. She was too calm when Vision released her.
Oh, John Wick's after your ass now. And then we got a little special thing that they finally did in a first episode ever, giving us an end credit scene. We got Monica Rambeau walking up.
It's a thickness. And then
She ends up finding the lair, basically. Snooper's gonna snoop. Boom! Oh, dude, I think she's gonna fight him. She's gonna fucking fight him.
That's
dude.
what I was saying. That's what I was about to get to. Who knows? She could probably see Pietro through the spectrum.
Yeah, maybe she figures out that he's not from this universe, and that has something to do with it. Could break his spell. Could break his spell, dude. And he could end up being like, fuck am I? Like, dude, imagine that. You're just chilling in Xavier's mansion, listening to music, sweet dreams, and all of a sudden, you just, like, are fucking, like, transported from Mephisto or Nightmare from another dimension, slap, and then all of a sudden, boom, immediately mind control because, you know, she's working and answering to somebody. She's answering to somebody. She will turn good eventually, I think, but... Or turn anti-hero.
This episode,
Boom.
Agatha, who knows what would happen, but I'm more concerned about Wanda. There's something,
Well, there's a bigger
she
threat.
said,
Bigger threat. There's got to be.
Hmm?
They're hinting at it. There's a bigger threat.
There's a bigger threat, so
Agatha's not the main villain.
I'm not worried about
Can't be.
Agatha.
Exactly.
But Wanda, when she said something, when she faced off against Photon, she was like, "Hey," she was like, "You're not the villain here. What if I already am?" It's like,
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for the 4 likes. Really appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. Just got 1 viewer in here. I think it's just you. Which is all good. It's all good. I know we'll pop off eventually. But yeah, so far so good. So, my man. Takes on it. Your full on review. So we got all spoilers out of our way. So what do you think about this one? This one was a little. I mean, it was good. It was definitely good. I don't think it was the best out of them. I think it was definitely better than, of course, the first 2 episodes.
I give it 10 because there was so much reveals. Like, as I said, it's like, and so much teasers. Like, what if, like, okay, we finally found out. Yes, we found out Agatha is Agatha Harkness. She's in control, but there's so much like teasers, like Wicked. When he sat down next to Agatha, it's like, oh, you know, I like it here. She's like, why? It's quiet. What you mean? Oh, you're quiet. On the inside. And then she watched him. It's like she looked back like, huh. And even watching, like, she looked across the speed, like to see. Even when she looked across the speed, I think it was just to check to see if he had any powers, like, you know, to see if he could do anything like that as well. So that is one thing, one tease. we got the tease of Monica Rambeau's powers, the Darkhold, another tease, and that's it. We don't know who's the bigger fucking power. It's like
Exactly. That's the thing that's lingering. We don't know who that big power is. But
I still have not met the engineer.
I still think the X-Men's going to get confirmed in the finale, guys. I think I have not read on leaks. I think this is the big reveal. Usually I do read on some leaks, but I don't know. This is just a rumored thing that Magneto is coming in, but I really do think it's going to break that the X-Men are finally like merging in and like everything's going to merge in. Like that's what it's going to mean. Like I really do. Yeah, I really do think that's what they're doing. And, you know, Feige's smart, and I really think that if he was trolling us and just said that, oh, it was a straight recast, it wouldn't be bad, but it would also be disappointing still because it wouldn't have like that. But it has to be. It just has to be.
Who's that? Magneto?
No, Evan Peters being from the X-Men universe and all that, which I think that really is what it is because, like I said, it has to be. Yeah. I'm almost confirmed, betting at this point that, because it's rumored that Michael Fassbender is showing up in WandaVision, the finale. Like, it's going to show basically what I heard from Josh on the Dinner Nerds is that he said that it'll be like a scene that's already from the X-Men movies, because they own X-Men. They can do that. They're going to throw a clip in there, basically kind of explaining a little bit of Quicksilver's backstory, and then they'll show how he gets there. And, like, boom, gets thrown in.
It did that with Quicksilver. It would be good to be like, hey, Magneto is my father, but why would you bring... yes, it would be nice to bring Michael Fassbender, but if it is you want to bring, like, if they do bring Michael Fassbender, they're going to have to age him up a bit.
Oh, yeah. I agree. Definitely age him up a little bit.
So it would be nice to see what they do, how he looks. But also, if they're bringing him, it would lead to, like, say, James McAvoy. But if and when they do that, it would just confirm, to me, I wouldn't say confirm, it will confirm my beliefs that most of this stuff is just helping set up not just the next step, but basically, I think Secret Wars will be like the major thing in this next. Outside of Spider-Man, I think Secret Wars will be the major storyline going forward.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely leading up to some Secret Wars stuff for sure. That's why I definitely think we're going to get some Skrulls in this. And maybe Hayward is a Skrull. That's also on the table for sure as well. What do you think? What do you think about that?
It could happen, but
Skrulls, Ultron.
Even the Skrulls we were saying.
I think we're definitely going to get the mention of Ultron in this episode, too, of this next one. For sure. He's in the cast. It's either going to be this one or it's going to be... It could be the finale. It might be the finale. It
could be a lead up to Secret War, but with the Skrulls, the Secret Wars. With the Skrulls, one thing I was mentioning before, the Skrulls, who knows to say the Coulson that was killed in the first Avengers movie was not a Skrull acting, a Skrull, like mimicking him, mocking, copying him, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, who's not to say a lot of these characters throughout are Skrulls, even in Sword and even in Shield. Oh, and another thing too, like what I'm looking at, like, how do I put this? Like, okay, we know this guy who is the head of like Sword. He's a douche, probably one of the main antagonists. And I say one of because who knows? We probably have a lot of more people. Because he's the Sword's version of Nick Fury. And yes, I said it. He's Sword's version of Nick Fury, a good boy. But at the same time, he's a bad good boy, and he's just doing his job. At the same time, he doesn't have that understanding like Nick Fury would. And in a sense, it's like even Nick Fury had someone over him. And look what happened. Come to find out that they were Hydra. So who is his boss? Who's the big player involved? Even if it's his boss, or even like say on a company structure, if it's his boss who he answers to. No, but he's the head of Shield. Sword, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
But
so who does he answer to? That would be the question.
Nick Fury, of course. Because that's it. Nick Fury's that's the big Shield base, and I really think they'll go into that too, maybe soon. That big Shield base sword base. Sword base that's in space with the scrolls. That sword. God, I wish I had my friend here, man.
I still don't think Nick Fury is running.
To get him in, he's awesome.
Nick Fury's not running sword.
Yeah, at the end of Captain Marvel, in credits, that's sword, bro.
Oh yes.
Remember that? Remember he wakes up on like the virtual beach? I love that shit. It's like classic. Like I feel like that's just a Nick Fury, or I feel like that's just a Sam Jackson thing to do. But like Nick Fury does it. I also think it's a Nick Fury thing to do. So it's just really cool when he wakes up on that. That was the best thing about that entire movie, was that scene. All right, let's get to work. All right, man. We've been going for an hour and 10 minutes. You actually want to take a little intermission, man? I'm feeling a little break. I don't know about you. I need a pee too, so it's up to you. But I'm down to take a little intermission, and we can get in. You said 10 out of 10, so I'm gonna go ahead and do my quick review, and then we'll come back. We'll hit some more stuff up because I got some news on some things too. If you're cool with that.
No, just like
you want to do.
If it is we stop, bro. Like, if it is we stop, bro. We stop. I ain't pausing, bro. Just continue. Just continue.
Just continue. Okay. Yeah. All right. I was kind of wanting to get a break. what's up? So yeah, y'all, my final verdicts on that episode was really good. I wouldn't necessarily, honestly, I personally give it a lower rating, even lower than the last one. I love that Agatha was the reveal. Man, I feel like I'm just stunning it a little bit on. There was just a lot more of comedic elements and kind of just throwbacks to, like, you know, Vision and the sacrifice and all that. So it was kind of like, you know, yeah, it was good. They had the comedic parts were funny. It was all around a really good episode, though. Definitely wouldn't take much away from it. Other than that, and then the length of the episode too, I was a little bit disappointed. I was hoping it'd be a little bit longer than what it was, but I digress on that point. So, that and the fact that we get the hints of possible bigger threat of, like, Mephisto and all that. That was a thing. That was a thing I was let down on. The aerospace engineer thing, I don't know what you did there, Feige. Like, is that the aerospace engineer or is it someone else? I'm hoping it's someone else. I'm definitely hoping it's Reed Richards. So I think the episode would redeem itself if we figure out it's a bigger payoff. So if it is, then we'll see. That'd be cool. But I personally give it an 8 out of 5, or not 8 out of 10, but 8.5 out of 10. But I overall thought it was a really good episode. I actually honestly wanted more Evan Peters and Pietro and stuff, and we didn't get that either. He was kind of very absent. I guess Wanda really pissed him off. I guess that was kind of the point, but...
No, he really pissed off Wanda. Wanda didn't piss him off.
Or, yeah, he pissed off Wanda, whatever, that's what I meant. But... yeah, so it was all right. It wasn't the best, but it was good. It was good. Still wish we would have got more Evan Peters, but I think the end credit scene was good. So. You still want to keep going? Want to end it off for tonight? Yeah. That's cool. Yeah. All right, y'all. We appreciate you coming out.
Next week we're gonna drop some more bombshells in terms of WandaVision. Tonight we just touched on mostly WandaVision, and sorry we couldn't touch on a lot of stuff. But next week we will touch not just on WandaVision. We're gonna just do a little more research on some of these. I mean, we want to share them with you. Some of this stuff. He did mention some of the new leaks we've heard. But there are some that we know not concrete. For instance, Photon, we are hoping, but we're not too sure. We've heard that the guy that Ronan the Accuser killed in when he was on Thanos' planet, when Thanos was sitting on his throne, they're saying that was probably a vessel for Photon. When he died, he was probably reincarnated into the rabbit that we see. And who knows, people are thinking that he's probably, yes, Mephisto is a part to play in it, but at the same time, who knows, he's probably answering, like Mephisto is answering to him and doing his bidding, and probably controlling Agatha. So what Devin was saying is, like, Agatha could become an anti-hero because who knows? Yes, we've seen. Oh, yes, we were wondering who the antagonist is. Yes, we thought it was the bad guy, the sword guy, but he's just doing his job.
Yeah, that's just them pulling the
MacGuffin.
old- yeah, MacGuffin.
McGuffey.
Yeah, definitely.
But who knows? It could be. Who knows? It could be a deviant.
And-
He could be a deviant.
Swinging for the X-Men Fox Universe tie-in finale. That's the
It
big
could be,
reveal, in my opinion.
Who knows? The guy, the head of sword, the guy there. Who knows? Who's not to say he's a deviant or something like that?
Maybe,
trying
yeah.
to tie in the Eternals later on.
Yeah.
This year.
Or like I said, could be a scroll, could be I don't know, Ultron maybe or something like that. I don't know. Just really depends.
Agent of Ultron. Who knows that? So much things it could tie
Agent
into.
of Hydra could,
But-
and that's linked to Ultron.
But yeah, as
yeah.
what Devin was saying, it's like, yeah, it could tie into like a lot of things, like especially, yes, he called it Agatha being like a major player in this. Who knows? He just called it Agatha. Could be an anti-hero and could be under someone's spell. Hopefully Mephisto, and Mephisto is just doing. Who knows? It may say Photon is his master because Photon is trying to find a strong enough vessel. And I think he has to kill enough like souls or some shit like that. So who knows? Like, he could be inadvertently like causing destruction across the universe. Like, say for instance, well, fuck, we're gonna continue with the stream. I just fuck it. We're gonna continue with the stream.
A
We're
little
gonna
longer.
we're just gonna touch up and close off. And just something that we were ranting about this last night, and even a couple of days before. Photon, he dies. Imagine he actually the Dark Elves. Yes, that's where I was. The Dark Elves. Who's not to say not the not Malekith, but remember the big warrior they had, the Dark Elf warrior. Like, yes. Who's not to say that he was inadvertently that thing that he got stuck with? Who's not to say that was something like to draw dark energy from a different realm that Photon occupies?
Yeah, maybe it's a little.
It is a bit iffy,
Yeah.
but again, it's like think about it. Dormammu could occupy his realm, and he's trying to break into the Earth realm. Who's not to say Photon is the same thing? It's like, yeah, just trying to occupy different realms and crush it. Who's not to say? Think about it. It would make sense that he orchestrated this whole thing, killed Frigga, Thor's mom, because why? She's one of the greatest witches in the Marvel universe. She died. Like, okay, who knows? Like, she died inadvertently, and he's like, shit. Okay, Thanos died. Shit. Who almost killed Thanos by herself? No. Fuck Captain Marvel. in a nice way. Well, not like that. Fuck. Anyway, but you know what I mean. Yeah, who's not to say, like, Wanda almost whooped his ass by herself, bro. Who's not to say, like, okay, cool, yeah. He's like, oh shit, I want her. And not just that, like, who's not to say, like, because we were watching, like, what, 2 episodes ago, when bad guy, sword bad guy,
Try to drone strike her, and then
he's showing how Wanda broke in.
Yeah.
Wanda broke in, and there's one part of that episode when I was like, I don't remember any of that. Like, she was talking about all that stuff.
Right.
Things.
So do you think there is a possibility that it's fabricated and that maybe, like, she was invited in and they were really, like, trying to bring Vision back and shit, and, like, then she, like, I don't know, shit got out of control and it happened a different way. Maybe he lied. Maybe Hayward lied to them.
Cover up his steps, probably. Theory. You hit it here live, guys. Could happen. Because it's just too perfect. Too perfect. It's like, I mean, she just whooped Thanos' ass. I do understand she's in grief and whatnot. But it's like you're an Avenger. Why wouldn't they let you onto the sword base just to check on Vision? Like, you know, that's what gets me. It's like, why would they keep you from checking Vision? Like, that's your guy. That's like saying, nah, Tony, like, no pepper pots, you can't go see Tony Stark. Like, never fucking happen.
Right.
And it's not just because of the money. It's just, it will never fucking happen. It's just MCU. It's just...
No, you're right.
It just, why? Fuck it, bro. Like, the MCU and the whole is like, they need good storytellers now moving forward. And they do have it, but it's like, they need to start churning out. I do understand, like, these episodes were pre-pandemic. This stuff was created pre-pandemic, but now, I mean, like, hey, things are going to be harder moving forward. But I mean, now, the road should be a bit clearer, so less time in traffic for you guys to get your ass to the studios to churn out more shows and movies. We love you guys. We appreciate you. Make movies. Series.
Yes, sir. And then, you know, another upcoming news, guys. We also got the announcement. First, they toyed with us with 3 different titles. Now, it's the official title for the Spider-Man 3 movie of Spider-Man No Way Home. Home.
Fucking Misty.
A lot of identity issues. You know, Charlie Cox has already done filming there. So he is in it, Daredevil, from the Netflix. So they're officially going to be crossing these characters in, which is fantastic.
Multiverse.
Well, I mean, they were originally set in the same, like, universe and
I know,
shit,
same
so
universe, but they're tying in, like...
It doesn't even need to be, like, you know, from another multiverse. They're just already there. They've been there.
Well, I was going to say, I was going to tie in Mysterio. The multiverse with Mysterio. Mysterio mentioned, you know, Ep.6&7, blah, 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 blah. And he laughed at it, but I mean, seeing that Wanda could be manipulated and stuff like that. And she is a witch. Who's not to say Mysterio and his squad was not just doing like someone else's bidding, lo and behold, to all of us. And we're being tied into, like, say, a bigger villain, not just in WandaVision, but like the beginning of
Multiverse.
Yeah, the beginning of, like, say,
Madness.
the villains who are about to play a part.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, you know, it just has huge implications on the multiverse. I really think that she will break the multiverse in some facet, especially with all the other shit that's been happening with Captain America, Deadpool. You know, I just feel like at this point it's going to get Doctor Strange heavily involved. But yeah, I mean, ultimately it's just going to be very exciting and very interesting on how it's all going to go down. I'm definitely excited, man, for all this. I mean, it's all going to tie in. Feige even said it. That WandaVision, after the events of WandaVision, it all ties into Spider-Man No Way Home and Doctor Strange 2. Into the Multiverse of Madness.
I just want to see how much shit they fucked up. Like, how much shit... I mean, we just know the blip happened. But, like, what else? There's so much stuff happened in between that blip. Like, that's what I love about it. Like, Feige, hey, Infinity War and then Endgame, like, and then WandaVision was like, so much years passed.
Well, I love the reaction of everyone post snap.
Post snap, yeah.
Is just like post of like bringing everyone back.
It's like nothing ever stopped, yeah. And that's what I'm saying. It's like that's a crazy thing. People are still moving like it's 5 years ago. I mean, they're adjusting, but there was so much events that happened before Endgame took place. Clint Barton, remember Hawkeye? He went in a killing spree, dog, and he killed a lot of people. And I want to know who...
As Ronin, yeah.
I want to know who he killed during that period of time. And they're going to do a series soon, a Hawkeye series, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with Kate Bishop, his daughter.
So I like to see that. That would be great. Who knows? It may probably touch on Ronan a bit, and as part of the multiverse, everything leading up from like within the last 5 years, journey blip. I know we didn't have Spider-Man, but there's, sorry, not even Spider-Man. I will touch on that next week. But Captain America, I heard through the grapevine, we may see some flashbacks, but you may be right. U.S. agent.
Yeah, oh, yeah, he's already in the trailer and shit. So
I
they're definitely
believe-
doing U.S. agent. They're definitely gonna do. I really think like because certain shows are gonna go multiple seasons, and I think that Falcon Winter Soldier is gonna be one of those shows, and I think that show is gonna go into a second season where we're going through all this crazy multiverse shit. Hear me out. Hydra Cap, Chris Evans. That's why he's in a deal. He's got all these different deals, and I think we're gonna see a Captain America. Hear me out, Captain America. That is Falcon, who is Captain. He's taken up the mantle completely now, like fully, like he's embraced. He's got the suit on. It looks like all like red, white, and blue, rocking the shield. Bucky's still by his side. It's fucking cool. And then all of a sudden, Hydra Cap comes in. Somehow some multiverse thing. It's gonna be some story, some plot, tying in all this shit, and then boom, he's doing that struggle because that's his best friend, but he's like evil, doing all these evil things. He's with his best friend's face. Chris Evans.
I would state, you know what, he goes back.
What do you think, Jerome Ski?
I would think if they have to do something, it goes back to like say Dr. Erskine's formula. Like, okay, Captain America goes back. He stayed in the original timeline. He aged out, but it's like, how do you keep events happen? You and back and change shit, but how do you keep shit going the same way without like say fucking shit up? Like, who's not to say in that timeline? Yeah, he had to go get Dr. Erskine's serum. Like, Dr. Erskine's serum somewhere or the other. Like, okay, remember the guy tripped, the serum fell and broke.
Yeah.
Who's not to say Cap replaced that shit? Like, threw off broken thing, came in last minute.
Or Thunderbolt Ross came in, scooped that shit up.
He wasn't back then.
Wait.
I'm talking about in the original events remember when they stole the serum and the guy who killed Dr. Erskine in Captain America, the first Avenger, he was running and then the vial fell.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
So who's
yeah.
not to say that they'll go back to that timeline as a
Forever
vial
as well,
fell? Like, who knows? Cap from, like, future Cap came back. Save the fucking vial unbeknownst to everyone.
Hold on. We got someone actually commenting in here. I don't know if you know this person maybe, but Beast. You know anybody named that?
Mm-mm.
Okay. What's up, Beast? Welcome in, bro. He's got a thing in here, chat coming in. I'm beginning to think Tommy and Billy aren't real. In episode 6, Wanda tells them not to go past Ellis Avenue, where the hex ends. What if Wanda is worried they'll accidentally leave the hex and die? So here's the thing, man. They gotta be real.
They gotta be.
First off, they were born. Monica even spoke out and said that they were real.
Episode 6, like, oh, that's like
they were full on real children. Like, she held them herself. She felt them. So they had to be real. Yeah, Jimmy Woo.
Again, he did mention again, it could be her children. It could not be his, because in episode 7, he was mentioning this earlier based on the milk carton while she was pouring milk.
Yeah, missing children. That was pointing that out. Yeah, we went back to that. Here, bro, just for you. I'll pull up the display capture.
Episode 7 at the beginning of the episode. We saw that little clip there. Who's not to say, like, I mean, yeah, Wanda, she cute and stuff, but like, damn, like, Vision ain't even like pump anything into her, bro, and like, boom, preggo.
Bro, like, I totally think that.
But they are real. Think about it. She probably took the child and rewrote the child, because that's what happens in the hex. But then again, why isn't anyone else? Also, another reason why we believe they're real. I'll show you shortly, sir.
Yeah, thanks for coming in, bro. We appreciate your comments. Yeah, see that's what I was getting to. Real quick before we get to this milk carton. Yeah, Beast. That's what I was getting to, bro. So, Jimmy Woo admits that, yeah, what if your mind was manipulated and been messing with you? I do agree to that, but like, I mean, why would they just be lingering around, all around?
We'll get to this scene shortly, and I'll show you that scene shortly. But let's show him the milk carton quickly. You show him the milk carton.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, she didn't have the powers at the time, true, but the kids were born there, came out of Wanda.
Mm-hmm.
They were born there. We don't know what that means. They were born there. She's creating the.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, man. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate the comments,
miss.
bro. I appreciate the.
But thank you.
Yeah, here we go. We're going into the milk carton here. She picks it up. Right there.
And you notice in the background, that's the kid there, okay? Even in the background, you ever notice like you don't really see pictures of the twins? You only see the picture of that one kid. Even the background behind her, you see the picture of that one kid. But continue to the end. When they, okay, so we see the missing kid. That's one, and we see picture. Hold up.
What's up?
Blow that up. Move here, and we just grab this.
Wait, what are you doing?
Oh, the picture behind by the chair. To the top. Just go to the top, right there. That picture. Yeah. There's only one kid on both pictures. No twins. But
yeah, you're right. I see it.
There's no twins. Also, there's to show you that they're real. Agatha. We saw this episode, and we know that Agatha is the one in control. But even for Agatha, who's in control, the scene closer to I want to say just before the end of the episode, she was sitting with the twins, and the Wicked mentioned something like, "Okay, Mom, you're noisy on the inside," and then he mentioned something about Agatha being quiet. He liked it at Agatha's because Agatha was quiet on the inside, and that you look at the facial expression in Agatha, she's like, "Damn, this guy's going to be a problem."
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I do get that. But there are bigger forces obviously at play, not just Agatha Harkness and not just Wanda. But think about it. Vision came out and he was breaking apart and dying, yes, but that dude could talk. He could commune still. It wasn't Wanda messing with him.
It wasn't Wanda messing with him.
He's got his own... He's his own person
his
in
own
this.
cognizance.
Right. He's got his own mind in this. Yeah. Right. Exactly. You know what I mean. And that stone, she's got something to do with bringing that stone back. Like, that's where most of her power is going, I feel. But I don't know. It's just hard to tell. This show is a mind fuck, I'm telling you.
I don't know if she's bringing about this. It's just...
I really appreciate your comments, man. They're good. It's good stuff. This is the stuff that we want. It's sad that we don't get a lot of people in here doing that, but we do encourage it, and we glad that you're doing it, man. And spread the word on this. We love people coming out to the stream and just giving us some good talks like this. We appreciate it. Keep it going, man. What do you think on the Mephisto theory of Mephisto being involved in the background or Nightmare? Wanda Gore Everbloom, she brought Wanda flowers and lavender spray. Is Agatha controlling Wanda's perception of her own creation? Yeah, yes, that's the thing. She's manipulating some parts. Yeah, for sure.
She's doing that, but why? And we don't think just we were saying this just before you stepped in. Yes, she's doing it. She's creating her own. She's controlling Wanda's perception of her own hex, but at the same time, it's at whose bidding. We do know Agatha is powerful, but why is she doing this to WandaVision? One of the theories Oh, pleasure, pleasure. One of the things that with Wanda,
Oh yeah.
why
It's
would
a
you want to
pleasure, man.
control Wanda?
Thank you.
Think about it. She's a witch. She controls chaos. She controls chaos energy, but at the same time, Wanda. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, she almost whooped Thanos' ass.
Right. Yeah.
And we were talking about this. Who would not want that power? Who would not want that power? I mean, shit. If I were the collector,
Oh, I hope it's Al Pacino too. I was saying that because Josh from the Den of Nerds, I watch him. I love that guy. He's one of my inspirations. Him and Star Wars Theory. I really believe that if he comes in as Al Pacino as Mephisto or Nightmare, would be amazing casting choice. It'd be so awesome. It's such a Kevin Feige thing to do. Yeah, Doctor Strange. I didn't know the thing about
be
Hawkeye.
honest,
That's interesting.
everyone wanted Keanu to be.
But Doctor Strange, I've heard about that ending cameo too. But I want to hold on. Let me enlighten him on my theory real
Reed
quick.
Richards.
Oh, Reed Richards too. Hey, I'm on that too. I'm on that boat. But I think the ending finale big reveal is gonna be that the X-Men universe is tied into all this. I still believe that Evan Peters, Quicksilver, is from the X-Men universe. Obviously, he was manipulated by Agatha. Obviously was in the mind of Wanda, so probably transferred some of those memories of Pietro into him to kind of like manipulate her, get her on her side, things like that. She was obviously manipulating Wanda, so I firmly believe that he is from the X-Men universe. It's awesome.
And what she's doing, all this, I think about it like WandaVision so far, like what we were discussing before you stepped in as well. The series so far, think about it. Everything from Iron Man 1 or Hulk has told a story. They took the time and built a story up until Endgame. Now we're in a different time. They've created their foundation. And okay, we can actually launch a lot of series, movies and stuff now instead of having to wait and build up, they're dropping all the information immediately. Think about it. They've actually told us within what happened within the 5 years, and they're still telling us what happened in the 5 years between the blip. Think about it. We just found out in the episode before, 2 episodes before, that Wanda didn't just break Vision out of security hold. Yes, I know. Yes, I know, but
yes and no.
Yes and no, but at the same time, they're tying everything. I look at Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse. That's not loan into it. Loki. They went. All right, think about it. They said, they went back in time, and the Ancient One told Hulk in Endgame that you can't change everything. Don't change anything. Guess what? Loki got the Tesseract, which was not in the original timeline. Fucked that shit up, and who knows what he did. We're going to see that in the Loki series.
Beast, if you know Feige, you know that he's tying the X-Men. Come on, brother. You know he is.
Oh, the Dead Hole. The Dead Hole is one of the books for Photon. And think about it, Photon, a lot of
the Darkhold. Yeah.
A lot of demons did his bidding. Mephisto is one such who did his bidding. And think about it, Dormammu, he's along the same line of Dormammu, Galactus. These guys they've been around since the beginning of time.
Yeah, dude, I definitely think that book. So I don't know if you've seen Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Tell me if you have. Remember who had the Darkhold? Because I don't know if it is the Darkhold, because it might be.
If it's not the Darkhold, it's probably a book from Kamontage, from Doctor. Oh, that's it. Yes, that book. You're talking about the Doctor Strange cameo. That could lead into the Doctor Strange cameo.
Could.
One of the forbidden books, and who knows? Agatha probably stole it from Kamontage. Probably brought back. She read from the book, and she brought Photon into transferred his essence into the rabbit instead of another strong being, and
Yeah, we're still streaming. It's
Yeah,
fine.
it's a dark. It has to be the dark. If it's not the Darkhold,
Yeah.
it's one of the books from the restricted
possibly.
section from Commentage. But what's up, Jay?
What is it? Oh, thanks.
But the Darkhold. It has to be one of those books. And we were talking about the end of the episode. The last person who held the
We have a
Darkhold
chatter
was
right
the
now.
Ghost Rider. So who's not to say that? Okay, she went to Commentage to steal a book.
Well, we will see.
awake,
They're probably going to show some
Mephisto.
backstory. The rumored finale length is an hour and 47 minutes. That's a rumor.
Again, she probably had help with Mephisto. Who knows?
Mhm. That too. Because think about it, Ghost Rider took the Darkhold into another dimension. Mephisto can,
And you remember the events of Doctor
go through other
Strange.
dimensions.
You remember the events of Doctor Strange. What's the Asian guy name again? Yao?
Who? Jimmy Woo?
No,
The-
from Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Remember what he said? Oh,
yeah.
I have to go back to the
Forgot his
Sanctum
name.
because
Wong.
Wong.
Yeah,
Yes.
Wong.
Remember what Wong said? He couldn't stick around because the Sanctum, whatever, was down. So who's not to say Agatha probably slipped in all the way back then? Who's not to say, yeah, she stole from like all the way back then? And as I said, I was saying, before you came in, like I was looking at Thor movie and stuff like that, and even some of the first movies, Hydra was in plain sight all the time. We always thought it was just Captain America, but damn, like Hydra agents were throughout all the movies all this time, and it was not just 1, 2 like Romulo or other guys like that. Nah.
Man, I don't want them interfering with shit.
Nope. Keep that PC shit for Pixar.
Really?
Sorry.
Exactly. Yeah. Keep it out of our nerd stuff, man.
Keep it for Pixar.
Keep
Sorry.
PCA and stay the hell away from Star Wars.
But everybody is saying Mephisto. That would bring it in. He's an agent for like the bigger picture.
Nightmare maybe is bigger, because they could be working like together, like Nightmare and Mephisto type thing. Because I honestly think that all of our theories will totally debunked. I'm preparing for the dude. Me too. Everyone's preparing for the unexpected, but bro, it has to be X-Men Quicksilver. It has to be.
I wouldn't. Even Deadpool, like, from a storytelling point of view, even the end of Deadpool 2, when he went back to save his girlfriend and stuff, Deadpool didn't just go back and save his girlfriend. He did a lot of stuff, and to me, it would be wise of Mr. K. Feige. I'm not going to call it full name. It would be wise of Mr. K. Feige to tie in all of these series.
Yeah, no, and it's not even going to be a series. It's actually going to be a movie. So it is going to be a movie. Marshall Ali will star.
As
Yeah, it's going to be PG-13. So it's going to be interesting on how they do it. It's
X. What?
bro, it's going to happen.
It's gonna X-Men
Bro.
are going to be the big
They're
thing.
going to have their own MCU X-Men. It's going to happen. They're going to tie in all of it. They're going to tie in the
And
Fox
who
X-Men.
knows, the Fox X-Men, maybe the MCU X-Men, bro. That's what they're trying to do. Like,
They might. Yeah.
and the thing is, it's like, okay,
They could. I mean, okay, think about it, Beast. We got in the casting for Spider-Man 3, because Feige said that WandaVision events lead directly into that movie and in Doctor Strange 2 Multiverse of Madness. So, you got that all going on. Spider-Man 3 has the casted of William Dafoe as Green Goblin, Alfred Molina as Doc Ock, and a bunch of other stuff. Tobey Maguire's rumored, Andrew Garfield's rumored. So, like, it's got to be multiverse, bro. They're tying everything in.
there's so
They
much.
can now. They have the rights to everything. That's the thing.
They have the rights to everything. Plus, there's so much stuff they could tie in Deadpool. Even we were talking about it. Remember Thor 2, the Dark World, the convergence and stuff. How the convergence is when the planet aligns, how it moves from here, through the dark realm, all that. There's so much stuff they could do. They could tie in that. They're even talking about tying in Big Hero 6. As I was mentioning earlier, into the Spider-Verse. You remember when what Kingpin was trying to do? Who's not to say that the blip, this was the effect of the blip in other realities, in all the other realities, and this is why in the Loki series we're going to see the TVA, the TVA play a major part, because you know
Time
what?
variance authority.
Yeah, these guys went back, because the Ancient One told them, hey, if it is you don't. No, it will not happen in WandaVision, but it will. It will. Okay, we saw
Yeah,
Photon.
definitely.
We saw Photon
Well,
in WandaVision, but guess what? We're
not
not going to
gonna-
see. We're not going to see like Photon do a lot in WandaVision.
I'm holding on the hope that it might happen in WandaVision, but we'll see. If it's as big of a finale it's gonna be, an hour and 40 minutes, like it might have a lot of shit in it.
I think we'll just get an introduction. They'll just touch on the X-Men, say, hey, you know, this is Professor X or something like that, or even Michael Fassbender as Magneto, because he is.
I was already saying that. That
is-
was definitely something I was thinking for sure.
He is the father. He is Mr. Maximoff.
Ooh, yeah, that's a really. I don't know, man.
He's-
They're hinting at him dying again, but they're also. I don't know.
I don't know. I think it's like, could living like my whole thing is it's like, okay, like even Quicksilver now. Who knows if Quicksilver would be able to come out? The kids, they were born there, but they're alive. They're alive, so they could be able to come out. Wanda, she's able to, like, not Wanda. Monica Rambeau's not just being like alive. She's probably able to go in and out because she's alive, but she's been around cosmic energy her whole life. Captain Marvel. So that could probably lead to one of the reasons why she was able to go in and come out as she pleases. The other guy in the second episode, the beekeeper who went in, he went in underground, and the boundary did not really extend that far as much. And think about
Me too.
yes, we want to see a slow motion
Yes.
scene. We were talking about that, but we'll get to
Yes.
that shortly.
Yes.
Yes,
We need it.
she brought Vision into the Hex. He was dead. They brought Evan Peters back, but they brought not Evan Peters. They brought her brother Pietro, Aaron Taylor Johnson, back, and they just showed you that Agatha was the one who recast him.
Mm-hmm.
Agatha was the one who recast
And
him.
I'm thinking that
And-
Mephisto or Nightmare pulled him from another dimension.
They pulled them from another dimension, but they kind of come out the Hex to me, I'm believing, because they're dead. So dead things kind of move from one dimension to the other, and I think that's why Mephisto is trying to, like, you know, like, use her powers to expand that dimension so he could overtake the world. But
That's crazy, man.
that would be something else. That would be something, but at the same time, it's just a theory.
Mm-hmm.
That could be one of the main reasons, but I really don't know what could happen. But I believe he may die, and the
Wow.
only way you could bring him back, I'm believing with some of, like, they bring him to Wakanda, Shuri,
Yeah, that's crazy.
Shuri brings him back, and they find a way to, like, say, get some of Jarvis's programming from, like, way back or something. Oh, fuck, they could time travel now. Go back and get Jarvis's programming. Boom, fixed. All right, if you're worrying about a stone, it's made of
Same,
vibranium,
bro.
and
we're all geeking out. It's all right. We're here for it, man. We are here for it.
explode down that tree. Yeah, we hit, bro. But what I was just saying, bro.
Man, honestly, I got that guy coming over soon. I'm gonna have to probably end it soon. But I wanted to actually get to a quick kind of like ending summary of everything. So, since you're here in here, Beast, we definitely want you to know, man, we are love covering all this nerd coverage. We love this shit. Spread it around. But another thing, other than that, we're gonna be covering future stuff. Snyder Cut is coming out. Falcon and Winter Soldier.
If you upload some AI or some Jarvis's AI to Vision, Shuri fixes him. And if you're wondering about a power unit, Tony Stark's the arc reactor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking
Ooh,
see.
yeah, maybe like yeah.
And guess what?
True.
The arc reactor does what? Not fire bullets. I mean, Tony. Shit, my shit over.
No, it's on.
So yeah,
Yeah, you're good.
yeah. Tony Stark used to. He used to fire like blast from his chest and shit like that. So who's not to say like they just reprovision one, boom, blast. I'm just saying.
No, yeah, yeah, definitely, yeah. I
We'll
see
see. We'll see you for episode 9, bro.
Yeah, we'll definitely be back next week too to talk about episode 8. If you're definitely if you're able to come around for that, but if not, no worries. We'll see you definitely to cover the week after that for episode 9. We will definitely prepare for Falcon and Winter Soldier as well as the Snyder Cut as well.
And soon enough, we'll be touching on Bad Batch. As well.
Yeah, May. That's what will come around. June, Loki. And then I'm also going to be doing some horror live stream stuff that I need to actually mention too while you're here with my girlfriend. If you're into horror stuff, we are going to be covering just some different horror movies and TV shows and things like that of that nature. And this all may end up splitting onto a separate channel, but if it does, I'll have a video basically announcing that on here on this channel. But anyways, y'all, thank you so much for tuning into the stream, and we will see y'all in the next one to cover episode 8 next week. And much love to y'all. Thank you guys for coming out.
May the force be with you.
Yeah, may the force with you. Be with you. Be safe. Oh, that was such a good stream, man. Good shit. All right. Thank you guys for coming out. We'll see you soon.